Hey guys, what is up? It's Sean with the Fan Club. First of all, before I go any further, I wanted to say thank you so much. The E3 video we made last Wednesday, within 3 days, reached over 8,500 people. So thank you so much for sharing it and watching it. We really appreciate it. And me and my co-host here, Groot, really appreciate it. Groot, you appreciate it? Say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, he's really shy. He only says like one word. I really don't understand it. Anyhow, today I wanted to talk to you about indie games from E3 that they had this year. They had a lot of different games, but I wanted to break it down to about the top 5 that I thought for the indie games that are really going to make an impact this year in the industry. First of all, I want to start out with Cuphead. Cuphead, think of Cuphead basically if it was like a Contra game and a 1930s cartoon that was mixed together. Basically, the whole premise of the game is 2 players fight against a series of bosses to repay the devil for a debt that they have. It's really cute. It's kind of like a 1930s black and white Mickey Mouse looking game. I've never seen an art style like it before, and it looks absolutely hilarious. It's made by a studio called MDHR, and it's a 2-player cooperative game, kind of like a Contra style, like we were saying. This is actually made by 2 brothers from Canada. They were just 2 guys that wanted to put a video game together. They were looking into it, and they made it happen. It's kind of like the American Dream, only in Canada. The game is coming out sometime in 2016, but they haven't given an actual quarter or a date for it yet. The next one I want to talk about is called No Man's Sky. If you haven't heard of No Man's Sky, then you're crazy, because this game has been really making a huge tidal wave the past year and a half here or so. It's actually coming to PS4 and PC. It's a never-ending space explorer. Kind of think of like if Minecraft had a baby with Mass Effect. It's made by a company called Hello Games. And last year, Sony snatched it away from Xbox One to make it kind of like their exclusive or a timed exclusive. That was a big hit to Xbox, although they have a lot of other really good things going on right now. But it looks absolutely fantastic. It's a single-player game with online multiplayer, and the release date's unknown. It could come out in 2015. It could, get pushed out until maybe the first quarter of 2016. We'll see. We'll have to keep our eyes open on it. The next one here is Tacoma. Tacoma is an Xbox One timed exclusive and also coming out on PC. It's from a company called Fulbright. Fulbright, you might recognize that name from a game called Gone Home. Gone Home came out a few years back, and it was a pretty big indie success. And Gone Home, basically, you were a college student that came home to find their parents and their family missing. The house was empty. They're out in the middle of nowhere. And it's kind of a suspenseful game. It's really fun to play. It's only 5 or 6 hours long, and I have a feeling this game's going to be about the same way. With this game, you're about 200,000 miles away from Earth on a moon space station called Tacoma. And everybody is gone. You have to find clues and discover what happened to the crew and take it on from there. Real, very mysterious. It looks like a pretty fun game. It's coming out in 2016. The next is called Firewatch. Firewatch is coming out for PC, Mac, Linux, and PS4. It's from a studio called Panic. Firewatch looks really interesting because it is a mystery adventure set in the aftermath of the Yellowstone fires of 1988. You're a volunteer fire lookout officer exploring the woods, and you run into all types of mysteries and suspenseful moments. It looks really fun. It's supposed to come out in 2015. The last one on the list is Beyond Eyes. Beyond Eyes looks like such an artsy, flower-type Proteus game, where it's very adventurous, and it's a very beautiful game. It's made from a developer called Tiger and Squid, and the publisher is going to be Team 17. You might recognize Team 17 from the game Worms. All the games of Worms have pretty much been Team 17 since the very beginning. Basically what you are is you are a blind girl navigating through the woods using every sense except for sight. So you're a blind girl. It almost kind of feels like a Daredevil-ish type thing where you can see like 10 or 15 feet in front of you, and that's all. So everything is white all the way around you except for what you're seeing, immediately. Looks absolutely beautiful, and you guys will have to tell me what you think. So in a nutshell, those are the 5 games that are going to be coming out in the next year, so they're really going to make a big storm when they hit. Only being $15 to $30 a game, and getting almost the same life of a game out of a $60 game as you could these, you could probably buy over half of these for the same price as one $60 title. It's made by a smaller group of people, sometimes made by one person, sometimes it's made from a set of brothers from Canada. It's very important that we support these indie developers, because they're the ones that are making games that we're going to love to play. And they're basically setting, the bar for the games that they're going to be making in the future. So they're great. Have fun with them. I'm really excited about these indie titles. And thank you so much once again for you guys' support with the fan club. Until next time, I'm Sean. That's my co-host. Peace out.